Right, yep, hi all. So basically I had a fault with my FTX Outback 2, so I just thought I'd show you what I'm going to do to it. So what I noticed when I was crawling the other day, I noticed that this wheel here was having issues. When I was turning up a bit of an angle, these three wheels here were spinning, this one here wasn't spinning very well. When I'd rev it, these three here would rev and it would spin freely and normally. This one here would be a little bit lazy. So I have actually just loosened off the nut, because I'm filming one-handed. But basically what has happened is when you move these, it should move the whole vehicle, so they're all like combined. You know, so you can see that there, and they're solid, they feel tight, all that sort of stuff. This one here, obviously I have just loosened it, yeah, but this is what was happening. You do it and it was spinning. So initially I thought, okay, maybe the nut's loose. Okay, it wasn't loose, so then I looked at the back of the nut. Sorry, back of the wheel, sorry, I shall show you now. And I thought maybe this part here, apparently this part here can round off, you know, there. Well, that was fine. So then you pull off this little bit cover here, and there's a little metal pin in there, and that was fine as well. So I thought, okay, we'll have a look at the axle. Basically, the axle was still solid. So what the situation was, I looked online, and it was one of the rear differentials. So this one here, this is the upgraded one I'm going to fit. So this is the full solid unit. So it's all metal. Whereas the other one I'm going to take out in a minute is plastic. So the drive gear is metal, but the backside is plastic. So what happens is when the this axle here slots into this groove, what happens is it just rounds off. It just rounds round, you know, with pressure and wear and tear and all that sort of stuff. It just rounds a hole in it. So basically, effectively, it just stops it working. So that's why they sell this upgraded one here with the bearings as well, but mainly the fact that it's metal. So yeah, I'm gonna lob that in, and that will just sort it out basically. I also did another little modification. I looked on the forum. Basically, I was finding my wheels were getting full of water. So there's a drain, there is an air hole sort of there on it, but basically I was going through so much water, it's just filled with water, and obviously that meant that wheel was heavy. So I looked online, and basically just there's lots of different options. Yeah, lots of this and this, do this, don't do that, whatever. And mainly I just I melted holes. 4 holes throughout the corners of each tyre. That helps the water drain out. I also went out and bought these, which are like some sort of hair scrunchies, Poundland, obviously £1 each for each item, and they're much better than the foam which is inside the tyres, because the water doesn't really absorb into them. It sort of runs through it and drains out much easier. But again, I looked online at how to remove the tyre, and you can heat it, but once you actually start heating this tyre with a hot air gun, all it does is just bubbles up all the plastic there. And I don't really want to ruin the look of the tyre, so you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave those off for now. I'm going to run it with the air holes, and when I finish using it, I'll just squeeze it and just leave it, and I'd imagine the water will just naturally run out, you know, during the course of the week. And then in the future, you know, I'll get some beadlock wheels, which apparently the big boy ones with some new tyres, which is, you know, good as these, and I'll put those in on the next batch, but I'm not going to bother with this lot. Cool. So yeah, anyway, back to this. So what I'm going to do now is all I'm going to do is remove the other wheel, pull off these, don't lose the pins, unscrew the top and bottom screws here, both sides, unscrew those 4 screws there. This then unit here, these bits here then slide off each side. This cover comes off, revealing the plastic one of those, and then it just slots in. So I'll get a video of that in a bit, and we'll go from there. Cool. But yeah, that's the problem. See, when your wheel spins, front and rear, it's very likely to be that rounded off, or this, or possibly, of course, a broken drive shaft. But it's easy to have a look. So yeah, this was the bit for me. Nice one. Yeah, well, part 2. So yeah, just taking it off the items like I said I would do. And there we go. So yeah, so I've just cleaned up most of the grease off it just to show you. Basically, there it is. So you can see it's round, and it should be this shape here. So that's also why it spins round. So yeah, now that piece there fits perfectly into the new one. So that's it. So nice and easy. So yeah, just because they did that design there, I mean, you know, I guess they really should have put metal ones in there straight away. But I guess you add a bit more value by selling you an upgraded part sort of thing. So yeah, really easy. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to reassemble it. And what I like to do is, because I do specifically like to use this truck in a lot of water, so I actually do like to put quite a copious amount of grease. I don't ram it with grease, but I just do cover everything with you know, a reasonable layer of grease, because I don't want to take it apart and clean it every single time and dry it and all this sort of stuff. So yep, I'm gonna put I mean, I will clean that there, as you can see, sort of thing, but I will sort of clean it up and I'll re-grease it all. So yeah, reassemble that and then we'll go from there. But yeah, that's the issue. Nice, but really easy. So easy to take apart. Nice one. Yep, and that's it. So literally a 10-minute job to swap that diff part over. Super easy. That's the old one there. So that's the part there that you want. I presume that this same item would go in the front and the rear. You know, yeah, front and rear. So yeah, same one. I mean, obviously I can upgrade that on there, but I'm not going to do it now. I just, you know, I don't want to spend another sort of 15 quid, you know, right at this moment. But yeah, really easy to put in. Literally 10-minute job to put the old one out, clean up the bits and pieces, put a new one in. Like I mentioned to you, I put a fair amount of grease in both sides because I run it in water a lot. And yeah, all good. Switched on. You obviously can't really sort of see, but that's absolutely spot on now. Whereas before, see, that was just like spinning around. So now it's back on again. So yeah, we're all good. We are all good. Definitely gonna be much better. But yeah, I will do the front end at some point. Nice one, FTX. Yeah, love that truck. Totally sweet truck. You know, hardly any issues at all. With obviously I've upgraded electronics here, so I could run it off this transmitter, same as all my other cars. Because the original unit it's specifically bound to the original transmitter. So yeah, put Fly Sky in there, £9 each. This one is like a 1080, I think it was called Hobby King 1080, I think it was, waterproof. That's why that's in the bag, because that's not waterproof. But yeah, otherwise absolutely sweet vehicle, honestly, for the price. You know, 150 to get you running with a battery, it's bargain. And add on a few little upgrades, you know, and you're sort of talking like 200 quid, you know, for I would say a decent truck. You know, we know you can spend more money and all that sort of stuff, but I love this one. It's awesome. Cool. Cheers.